In a perfect world, you could own 300 plus fragrances and enjoy all of them. But in reality, you're not going to enjoy every scent and every fragrance. Over the past 12 months, I've bought in a lot of fragrances, and not all of them have been great. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 fragrances that were the worst, like bad, of the fragrances that I got in the past 12 months. Now, the cool thing about fragrances is that scent is subjective. So some of these might be your favorite and you might enjoy some of these, but for me personally, I do not like them at all. For the most part, there's always positive quality to certain fragrances. And on that note, let's get into it. And before we get into this list, I want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone that is subscribed to my channel, everyone that is new here, that's been here from the beginning. Thank you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? It's right there. But guys, number 10 on this list goes to Conscious Conversations from the House of Wakehart. So this thing, I think it leans pretty heavily feminine. It reminds me somewhat of Lacoste Blanc and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but you take both of those and make them feminine, you get this. And I don't mean like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Parfum, because that is a completely different fragrance in my opinion than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This just has that light blue scent, and it has the Lacoste Blanc scent, but both of them are very feminine. Like it's not that's a bad fragrance, it's just on my skin, it comes off like this is a girl's perfume. It's said to be unisex. It's said to lean like unisex, but a guy can wear this. I think so. It's a EDC concentration fragrance. It's just not one that even for the spring, I'm not really gonna reach for much. I have much more appropriate fragrances that are in the same vein as this fragrance that I'm gonna reach for instead. And again, y'all, that is Conscious Conversations from Wakehart. And number 9 comes from a fragrance from a rack store. That's one bad place you can go to waste a lot of money. Rack stores are an easy place to waste some money just because everything there seems pretty cheap. But if you buy 10 things, only like one, you're wasting money on 9 things. This goes to a fragrance, like I said, could be your favorite, could be your most enjoyable scent that you have in your collection. But for me personally, off my skin, it is a bit aged. It is a bit more mature than what I'm used to or what I want. If you know me, I'm a big fan of like the fresh aquatics, the mass appealing, crowd appealing kind of fragrances. But I do like some honey tobacco kind of scents. This one is just one that I don't enjoy. It goes to Windsor by English Laundry. Guys, it's just aged, and the bad part about this, guys, is that I have this one and a little travel atomizer that I'm just never gonna use. I used the shampoo that came with it because it came in like a gift set, but guys, that's not the liquid, that's the cap. That's messed up. Like I said, guys, it's just a very mature scent. It's not for me. I think there's some tobacco in there. There's a bunch of stuff that I thought I would enjoy, Like there's notes in there that I really thought I enjoyed, but this just didn't hit that spot. It didn't hit the I'm gonna wear this a lot kind of fragrance. Even in the winter, I don't see myself wearing this. Like I said, I have much better options to reach for outside of this. And again, guys, that is Windsor by English Laundry. Now number 8 is one that I'm pretty upset about. It's pretty generic, so normally I like generic. I like the easy ones to wear. This one is just so generic it's forgettable. It was a subscriber request, so thank you for putting me onto this house because there's one of them that I do kind of enjoy. This one's just not that one. The bottle sucks. The bottle just isn't very good. It's very plain. The scent itself is just very plain. It's like when you think of very plain TJ Maxx shelf fragrance, that's what you get. Even though this isn't from TJ Maxx, it's not from one of the rack stores. It's actually from a clothing store. It is Hidden Hills by PacSun. Like I said, guys, this is an extremely forgettable fragrance. You have your opening of bergamot, your citrus opening, then just maybe vetiver. It is bad. And this cap also sucks because like you push down too hard on the cap, it doesn't stop itself. It just goes straight into the cap and causes leakage. Yeah, this is bad. It's a poor bottle design. The scent itself is forgettable. It's not something that, straight up alcohol off the freaking atomizer too. Yeah, guys, no. This should probably honestly be higher up in the list. I don't like this one at all. But guys, that is Hidden Hills by PacSun. And next is one of the fragrances that I was pretty disappointed with. I've worn it 3 times so far, and each time it has been equally as bad and unenjoyable. This fragrance is the kind that I would think would do better in the heat. Like it would start smelling better, it might project better, it might, certain notes might kind of stand out. No, it's just bland from start to finish, and it is just one that I don't ever see myself wearing. I kind of wanted to do a giveaway of this for someone who might actually enjoy it. If you want this, comment down below. I might give it to you. But it is Mandarina Duck, the Duckers. So I regret picking this up so much. I didn't even wear it enough to bring you guys a review of it. Like I said, it's just so boring and green, and it made a good prop though in a video. It's just very boring and not worth the money in my opinion. Now this brand apparently makes decent fragrances. This is just not one of them, unfortunately. But guys, again, that is Mandarina Duck, the Duckers, Into the Jungle. Should say Into the Trash, to be completely honest with y'all. Ooh, now number 6 is gonna ruffle some feathers here, y'all. Number 6 is gonna make you either make you like this or make you dislike it, one of the two. It is gonna go to a blue fragrance. So normally I like those, you know, like Dior Sauvage, you know, like the Aqua Joe's. This one just, I was so excited for it because I love Dior Sauvage. I was so excited for it. I could not wait to get my hands on this because I'd never worn it. I had been told by people that, you know, knew that I liked Dior Sauvage that I would probably enjoy this one. Number 6, guys, goes to Versace Villain Blue. Now, even if you're a fan of Dior Sauvage, this, for me, is just, it's like a youthful, cheaper version of it. It just doesn't hit that mark. It has that sweetness to it. It has the youthfulness to it. So maybe if you're in like middle school, this is gonna be like a higher class one to wear than like Old Spice. The scent has gotten a little more powerful for me after a few more wearings, but like initially when I bought it, it was real weak. It didn't perform very well for me. The coolest part about it might be the bottle. It's a cool bottle design. You guys can see here. Even the cap's pretty cool too, but it's just very disappointing. Must disappoint. Sad day. I hope that Versace comes out with something else that is better than this for a blue style fragrance, because this Versace Dylan Blue just didn't hit that mark for me. Again, y'all, that is Versace Dylan Blue. And number 5 on this list is only here because it is boring. It doesn't have any uniqueness to it. I'm still gonna wear it because I enjoy the scent. It's just here because it's so boring. It's new, so I wanted to share this with you guys, that before we go into buying this, know that it's boring. Know that there's nothing that's really unique to it. The only maybe unique aspect to it is that the coconut note that's in this is coconut nectar and not coconut. It's basically like you used a coconut body wash in the shower, and this scent is like how that would smell when you get out. But it's weaker, it doesn't perform as last, and you probably could smell the body wash longer. It is Eternity for Men Summer 2020. Like I said, it's pleasant, it's just boring, and it's just something that I'm tired of buying boring fragrances, and this is one that is just kind of boring. Now, when I say that I'm tired of buying boring fragrances, I mean things like, I like masculine fragrances, but I like when they have a twist to them. I like when they have something that makes them just different. Like my Chrome Pure, for example, it's a little different. It's just something that's a little different. And speaking of Chrome Pure, I did just pick up the new Chrome Extreme here, guys. I have not given it away yet. I haven't even sprayed it yet, but that will be coming soon, and I plan on bringing you guys my thoughts on this. Like I said, the Chrome Pure was a decent fragrance, or it is a decent fragrance, so I have kind of high hopes for this one. And again, guys, number 5 was Eternity for Men Summer. And number 4, guys, go to a fragrance that is boring with an additional different note, but the different note sucks. I'm sorry to Stray Fire, because he was the one who put me on this one, and I've worn it a few times out of the shower. Out of the shower, it works great. It works great for a home standalone kind of scent, but wearing it out in public is just not for me, man. It is just not one that I'm gonna reach for. I think this entire line is pretty, not bad, but I haven't heard much positive about this line. It has like a really cheap green apple note in there. It's just not what you'd expect from something that has its name to it. It is from the Mercedes-Benz VIP Club. It is pure woody. It's a cool bottle design, and pretty good sprayer. But when it comes down to it, it's like it has like a green apple, like this juice sweetness to it in the opening that I find it really hard to like green apple opening. I find the green apple note is just a very cheap note, cheap smelling at least. I don't know how much it costs to source, but the scent of green apple in the opening of a fragrance is just, I've yet to find one that I really enjoy. This one falls in line with that. It's just, yeah, it's it's green apple, and I don't enjoy the green apple scent necessarily. So, like I said, guys, this one was very disappointing to me. Shout out Surefire again. I'm sorry that I didn't enjoy your fragrance. I know this is one of your favorites. It's just not mine. Again, guys, that was Pure Woody by Mercedes-Benz VIP Club. Number 2 is another one of those duckers. It's one of those ones that this one, it says unisex, but they lied. They did not tell the truth. It's, from my standard of unisex, this is not part of that. It is one that starts off with an ungodly sweet note. It's just too much. It's just too much, and it's just I don't see me enjoying this scent coming off someone. There's almost like a vomit note. It's just very harsh. It's not enjoyable. And that fragrance, guys, is Freedom Land by Mandarina Duck and the Duckers. This thing is so loud, obnoxious, and the smell is just bad. It's very synthetic. It's poorly blended. I guess the only positive to this fragrance might be that it does project and it is loud, but the scent isn't very good. That's not going to be a plus. But again, this might be your favorite fragrance of all time. It's just not mine. I enjoy sweet fragrances, but this is just something that's done bad. It's a sweet fragrance that's done poorly. Again, guys, that is Freedom Land by Mandarina Duck. Now for number 2, I'm going to just ruffle a bit more feathers. It's going to be one that I should not have listened to the reviews on this one. I should have just sampled it and tried it out for myself. It's a combination of 2 fragrances. You have By the Fireplace and you have Baccarat Rouge 540. It is Casino Royale Fire. This one made me look up the refund policy through Dua. Dua makes some good things. This just is not one of them. Like, I don't know who said this was a good idea, but no. The scent is not. It took the bad aspects of By the Fireplace and Baccarat Rouge 540 and put them together into one, and you get this. Because I enjoy Baccarat Rouge 540, and I really enjoy By the Fireplace, so I was like, oh, dope, yeah. And I get it, I'm like, dope, no. And the positive about this fragrance, though, is that, again, it performs, it projects. The positive of this is that it's extrait de parfum, so it's gonna last, like all the fragrances are that, so they all, perform pretty well. But this scent of this fragrance is a dumpster fire. Again, guys, that is Casino Royale Fire. Now, number 1, I'm still sad about. I'm sad that I missed the return buy date on this. A fragrance that I thought I would really enjoy because of the line. I've enjoyed the flankers. I've enjoyed swimming in Lipari. I've enjoyed the sun. I enjoy the intense. But this is something else. This is something that I don't feel like. It's like they made a winter fragrance and put it into a summer fragrance, and it's just weird, guys. It is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Love is Love. It has like a gourmand note in it that, like, legit, it has an apple gelato accord. Like, it's just, you put on a freshie and you get an apple pie or apple gelato. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, and it doesn't make sense coming off the skin either, because it has that same note, that apple note that I'm not the biggest fan of, and it creates a gourmandy, edible sense to it that I don't want to smell like that when I'm out in the sun. I don't want to smell like that when I'm wanting to wear Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. No, maybe in the winter. Maybe in the winter you might want to put this one on. Maybe like Thanksgiving. This might be a good one if you're a fan of the fresh fragrances and you want something that's just a little different and more winter suitable light blue. This might be good for that. But what I would never recommend this for summer. This is just, if we have similar taste, this is gonna be passed for you. And again, guys, that is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Love is Love. Now, guys, all we can do is hope that this year they come out with some better fragrances, so that next year I'm not, adding mostly new releases to this list. But guys, like I always say, keep it gent and love your scent, and I'll see you all next time.